It's Renee. Just want to do a little video of what I'm doing to prepare for the 100-day project. And as you know, I've decided to collage Rolodex cards. And I've got one of these. And then I've also got one of these. But what I wanted to go over, if you want to do this as well, is you don't have to use Rolodex cards. You can use index cards. You can cut up boxes. To me, a lot of this is about upcycling, and you can cut up boxes. This makes about 3 cards on each side, and then another one here and another one there, because you're going to be gluing right on top of stuff, so it really doesn't matter what you use as your base. The other thing I do for my words and sayings is, sorry for the reach, I will cut out taglines out of magazines. These little magazines you get in the mail that you have that, you know, they're advertising whatever. I don't even know what this is. I've never ordered anything from them. So, you know, where they have fabulous. I'll cut out the word fabulous out of here, and that'll become one of my words that I use in my collages. They've also got, like this one in particular, has some cool images for flowers, that kind of thing here. I'll just use whatever kind of junk that comes along in the mail. I want to upcycle as much of this stuff because I cannot get them to stop sending it to me. So I don't care if you opt out and you contact them and say don't do this anymore. It doesn't work. The other thing you could do is if you have like an old recipe keeper, sometimes they come with, this one's got old recipes in it, but it comes with places that you can collage onto. You could cut these out, cut them in half if you want to do your collage that size. You could use the whole page, but then you could reuse this binder and put them back in there like that. That's one way to do it as well. This is actually an old family cookbook, but family recipe cookbook, I should say. Favorites, family favorites. They're not all family recipes. Another idea is to use tea boxes. Those are about the size of an index card. You can do that if you do want to put them in a Rolodex and you run out of the Rolodex cards. All you have to do is take your circle hole punch and punch a hole there, punch the hole there, and snip it off with scissors. But this is another idea on where you can get scraps for ephemera. I use tea boxes. Actually, that's one of my collage backgrounds. So what I've done so far is I just created a bunch of backgrounds that I'm going to be using in my challenge. And I'll just start out with this one. My tea box. I mean, I love Celestial Seasonings images on their tea boxes, so that's going to be the background of one of my pages. I actually glue that onto a Rolodex card, but I could have just used that because it's cardboard almost. So here's some of the ideas. I just took scraps of fabric, did a little stenciling on that one, a flower cutout from a magazine. Those magazines that you get in the mail have all kinds of ephemera ideas. So I just started gluing things down, scrap pieces of scrapbook paper. This came from, I think I pointed all this out in my last video. But all I'm doing right now is preparing my backgrounds. Here's some new ones I've done. This is a, what do you call it? A menu from Cracker Barrel. This is Artie Mae's background. It's just scrap pieces of stuff I have left over that I haven't used. So, and then my idea on the Rolodex thing is this isn't to look at people's names and numbers. This is more of my mood Rolodex. If I want to put this on my desk and put some positivity on my desk while I'm working and on my regular job and flip open a page I want to look at, that's what I'm going to do. I did journal on a couple of the back of these. I don't know if I'm going to continue to do it just because other people can read that. I've got my own journals to journal in. So I wanted to just give you a quick video here and show you where you can get some of this ephemera. different ideas. It does not have to be a Rolodex. But I just find that if you have a 3x5-ish sized cardstock, whatever, you can do something for yourself every day, just a little bit of time to just be like a kid and cut and paste and glue. Just make some time for yourself. It's so important. This last year has been hectic. It's been crazy. It's been a lot of people have been going through a lot of stuff, and I'm not going to dwell on what everything and everybody is, but it's time to make a little time for yourself, relax, enjoy, get out and see nature, get out and take pictures. It's so important for your health to de-stress in any way you can. And I find that I can even sit in front of the TV if I personally don't like a lot of TV, but wintertime I kind of hibernate there because I don't like winter. But I can do these while I'm sitting in front of the TV too. I just take a little tray and a couple of the cards and start gluing stuff down. And I created all these backgrounds because sometimes I might find a piece that I think is really cool, but it might not be what I want to be working on, or it might not go with what I'm working on. So I'll kind of flip through these and add that piece onto what I'm working on. Because I came up with this Asian paper that somebody had sent me, and I thought, oh, that'd make a cool background. So I taped it on there, or glued it on there, and did that. And then I had this little scrap piece. I'm like, oh, that might look cool on there. I don't know. I'll probably tone it down a bit, but yeah. So that's why I made a bunch of them in advance, because I'm really going to get rid of all my scrap paper. I've got an overabundance, but that's where I get it from. When I first started this, I started cutting out of the magazines because it was the easiest way to get started. You don't have to spend a lot of money on supplies. So anyway, just want to give you a couple ideas how to get started, how to get set up. You can use anything you have in your house, anything you get in the mail. So, hey, if you want to stick your bills in there, do that too. Cover those up after you pay them, of course. But anyway, so I hope this gives you some ideas to get started, and I'm really looking forward to this. Thank you. Have a great day and be safe.